Okay, so this is what I have left. These jars back here are cabbage and tomato soup. I go to a discount bulk store that the Amish run that has a lot of dented cans, and I buy like cases of tomato soup for like 50 cents for a jar, and I buy it all together. And then when I do my cabbage, I go ahead and do cabbage and tomato soup, and that way I can just make a soup, and it's really easy. I can just add some meat. I have some broth here that I canned a few years ago, and this is when I really didn't know how to do broth. But now I have a way better method of doing it, and I don't can it. I just freeze it then because we don't use that much. Here's some more of my dented cans. A lot of times if you go to those Amish stores, if you can find them, they will have cans of, like, if you don't want a can, you can find cans of green beans and corn for like 20 cents, and they'll be brand names too. The same stuff that they carry at like Walmart and stuff. I have some zucchini relish. I made pickle relish one year and it was really good, but I've tried this recipe for zucchini relish and it tastes just as good. So I'm going to use that because we just grow a tremendous amount of zucchini around here. I have canned sweet and bread and butter pickles. And these, I haven't canned since 2010, so they're like a year old. And then way back over here, there's large cans and small cans, but this is spaghetti sauce. And I usually, I just put it in a pan and I cook it down, and I'm not going to make spaghetti sauce anymore and can it, because it takes just as long to cook it. But what I'm going to do is use my tomatoes instead and just season it as I go and let it cook on the stove. But up here, this is kind of behind my door going out to the back. So up there are greens. I did those a few years ago, I think. Oh, I can't even get a jar down. Come here. Yeah, these were 2010. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone and do this. I have an iPhone. I'm just seeing how well it records. It does pretty good, but you can't put pause, so that kind of sucks. These are turnips. I grow turnips for my dad. We don't really eat turnips, and so this was a storage from, oh nice, I didn't even label that jar. '09, so we really have not eaten turnips. Here's a couple jars of peas from, well, I guess I did those this year. I don't remember doing peas, but apparently I have some peas. That's the thing. You can so much you just don't remember what you did anymore. Okay, so this stuff right here is strawberry jam, jelly, whatever you want to call it. Preserves. I guess it would be labeled under preserves. I just take a bunch of strawberries and sugar and put it in the blender, and then do it that way, so I guess it's preserves. But this, if it's labeled strawberry like this, is strawberries from out of our garden. So out of my garden I got that much, and I'm not sure if we've eaten any or not. Some more kinds of jelly that we did was, okay, this one's, I don't know if you can see it, rhubarb raspberry, but it has Jell-O in it. So it's raspberry Jell-O, but it's rhubarb, and this stuff is really, really good. This one is strawberry rhubarb, so that's strawberries out of our garden along with the rhubarb. And then this is just straight rhubarb, this green. I have green rhubarb. Somebody gave me some red rhubarb this year, so I'm going to be using that also. I don't find anything. The other thing, and like we don't have very much of this, but I did this 2 years ago, but this is blackberry, and it gets a little watery on top, but once you shake it up, it looks like a gel in the middle. But you shake it up because that water is the sugar. So Kyle really loves this, and he'll eat it like all day. Put it down here. This is all we have left, and I had like this whole row like full of it. And then what I did too was I went to the store and I bought a bag of oranges because they were on sale. And I made orange marmalade. And I put it in these little jars because I wasn't sure if the kids would like it, but I really like it. So I can open a little jar and it won't go bad. And then down here is deer broth and one of the things of deer. This was in '09, so we probably should eat this. I try not to let my stuff sit more than a couple years, because I try not to use too many preservatives, so I don't use salt because I salt everything in the pan usually. But I don't use, like in my tomatoes and stuff, I don't use, oh, what is it? Some people use vinegar, other people use lemon juice. I don't use any of that stuff. I just can it as it is, and I have never had any problems eating it within a year. So now maybe if you let it sit like 5 years, you might see some, you know, differences, but there's nothing wrong with not using that stuff. Not that I've found anyway. So there's part of my pantry. I'm going to move the rest of all this stuff over, and if I have room, then I'll start doing my peas and then my jams. But this wall over here works really well for it. It's only 1 can deep, but it holds everything. So thank you for watching.